everyone, it's Joanna from Nesting Story, and today I'm going to be talking about back to school, or more specifically, organizing our finances and our family for the back to school season. This is a really big year for us because all 4 of our kids will be in school, including our twins, Mia and Everly, who are starting kindergarten. I will be walking you through how we're keeping track of our family's back to school expenses and also how I'm keeping my family organized by creating a command center in our kitchen. Thank you to RBC for sponsoring and partnering with me on this video to help get ready for back to school. So as I mentioned, I've partnered with RBC on this video. This is probably one of the most personal partnerships I've ever had, and that's because our family's been with RBC since, since Mike was a kid, and then since before we were married. So we've purchased homes with them. This is who I've partnered with to help run my business, and actually every month I go in and I have to deposit my checks, and I go and I know the teller's there and they know me and they follow along, and it's just this really personal relationship. So this is a very special partnership for me. I'm trying to start this school year on the right foot and be super organized. I feel like I've got better each year that's passed when I've had kids in school, and it's kind of a shock when you see the amount of back to school expenses that come in, all the forms, and just trying to keep track of everything as it comes in from school. I have to admit there's been some years where I've maybe missed some things, or missed signing my kids up for a field trip and paying for that, or maybe it's even like pizza day. But now with 4 kids, I've got to get my act together. So as you'll see later in the video, I've created a command center in our kitchen. One thing that our family has implemented over the summer was allowances. I really was feeling like I needed more help around our house with chores and just keeping track of things and having that motivation, but also that lesson about money. So when our kids have earned their allowance at the end of the week, they have to save a portion. It has to go away for savings, and we explain that to them. And then we make sure they choose something they're saving for. We don't just let them go and keep spending and spending. We help them set a goal, and we help them save for what it is they want. This has been a great exercise, teaching our kids about money and saving and spending and budgeting. So what do our back to school expenses consist of? First of all, I'm really big on going through hand-me-downs and making sure we're using everything we can, especially with our girls, because there's 3 to go through. But once I've gone through those hand-me-downs, there's always a big list of things like new backpacks, lunch boxes, boots, shoes, and then signing them up for things, pizza days and field trips and extracurricular activities. What we want to do this year is really anticipate the expenses that are coming our way. So one way we keep our back to school expenses on track is by using the RBC mobile app and Nomi. Nomi helps us manage our everyday finances by providing us with timely personalized trends, alerts, and overviews based on our spending and saving habits. We also love redeeming our RBC rewards for everything our kids or we need for back to school, including backpacks, electronics, gift cards, you name it. I've always had a somewhat of a command center on one counter of our kitchen where we've used organizational boxes, but I really wanted to step up my game this year and have clear spaces for things like our keys, for our kids' forms to go, and just to be able to have a system in place that I can keep track of 4 kids who have 4 different teachers and all that comes with it. So let's check out how I set up our home command center. So I want to give you a little glimpse into what our command center looks like. I should call it more of a catch-all counter at the moment. It's not even school yet, and there's stuff all over it. So we've got electronics, receipts, mail, brushes, you name it on this counter. So I've done some shopping lately, and I've picked up some items that I feel like will help this counter and give everything a home. These boxes that I got a little while back, we each have our own box to just throw some of our items in. That's been huge, and I'm not getting rid of those. That's been really helpful. I just need to add a few more key things to this counter to make it work for our back to school chaos. figured out the whole command center. Initially, I was having some trouble because I was still trying to fit this guy in. And here's the problem is we were throwing receipts and mail in this, and then it was living there and we weren't dealing with it. We've got a home office. We have systems in place in our home office to be able to deal with our bills and our receipts and keep track of all of our finances for our home and for our banking. This is more for school stuff, but let me walk you through how I've designed it for our needs, and I'm really excited about this. So these baskets have been the greatest thing I've ever done. We've had them for years. It's for all those random little things that get thrown on the counter and it drives you crazy. So everyone has a box, the twins share one, Mike and I share one, to keep those little random things in, and it's just an easy, quick way for me to clear the clutter on the counter, throw them in those boxes. Here is a basket. I wanted to get a nice big one. This is from the kids come home from school. They take their homework, they take flyers, folders, everything, and they can just dump it in here. That's why I wanted it nice and big. I've tried doing the thing where the kids divide up everything after school and it just doesn't work, so I don't mind dividing. I just need to see it and it be out of the backpacks. So here we've got our family calendar. I'm really excited about this one. This is something I think we've needed for years and didn't have. So this is something that is for all of the kids' activities, including the first day of school, birthday party, magnets to put invitations on there. This is a great place to keep track of when I have to buy gifts for parties. They can sometimes add up. Here we've got notes for groceries. Over here is our docking station. So iPads and electronics, headphones are always left around, so it's a great place to put them and plug them in. Here is where anything that I need to send back to school will go, homework will go, and then bills and receipts that come in that need to be dealt with in our office will go on this bottom tray. And a spot for our keys. Can you believe we've gone this long and we have zero spot for our keys? I am really excited. I think I'm gonna be able to really keep track of everything this way. Well, I think we're ready to go back to school. Thank you again to RBC for sponsoring and partnering with me on this video. And to learn more about the products and services mentioned in this video, head to the links below. And I'd love to know your tips, either about finances or family, or even if you have a command center in your home. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.